Hi, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are. How are you doing? It's always a pleasure to come your way and have a conversation with you. I trust everybody is doing very well. Today, we are going to talk about a very important topic that is dear to my heart: goals. And we are doing that by reviewing a book by Ziglar, Goals, how to get the most out of your life. So that is what we are talking about today. Let me check my connection. Let me see. Okay, hopefully we are back. Okay, so I had a little problem with my connection, but hopefully I can see everybody. You can see me. This is Sheila Noy, the founder of Destiny Shapers with Sheila Noy. It's a pleasure. I said a lot of things, but I guess I was offline. It's always a pleasure to see you. So thank you all for joining me again today. We are talking about goals. Goals by Ziglar. I'll be looking at some destiny nuggets that we can use to apply to our lives. And today we'll be talking on the first chapter. So we'll focus more on chapter 1. And I hope it will become a blessing to you, and you will take up the challenge to make some goals for your life and live your life to the fullest. Goals. So this book is awesome. You can find it on Amazon to buy. You could also find it on YouTube, the audio version to listen to. There are so many nuggets you can learn from. Why goals? I am a coach, and my purpose is to provide people with tools that will help them to plan their lives and live their life to the fullest. So goals is a very important topic dear to my heart. And Ziglar started talking about the book by comparing life to the cafeteria, the things we do at the cafeteria. These days, we don't call it cafeteria, we call it restaurant, but it's the same concept. So he started by talking about how he always wanted to go to a particular cafeteria to buy some of their food, but there was always a huge queue in front of this cafeteria. The line was so long that he didn't feel like he could go and wait in the line. But one particular day, he was moving with his wife, and they realized that, this day there was no queue. So they decided to go inside. And to their surprise, when they entered, the queue was right there in the big restaurant. With a lot of people. You go all the way to one end, you think you are close to the servers, and you realize there's another one around. But they patiently waited till it was almost time to get to their turn. And he described how he had to start looking at the food, because this is a very large restaurant, and they had to look at what they wanted to order ahead of time. They had to make a mental note of what they wanted to buy. And I'm like, okay. Sometimes when we are going through the drive-through, in some of the restaurants around, we do the same. Whilst we are waiting, we are thinking of what we want to buy. So when it gets to your turn, you are ready with your order, because you know what? There is no time to waste. Other people are coming in. You need to hurry up with your order. So that is what happened. So he made a mental picture of what he wanted, and when it got to their turn, they purchased. And when he wanted to pay, the waitress said, in this restaurant, you have to finish eating before you pay. Something that he was surprised about. So he compares this cafeteria to life. And it's the same. In life, as you keep going, you need to have a mental note of what you want to do, what you want to achieve, and plan for it. So that when you get to a particular point in your life, you know what you have to do and what you want to do. So he compared it, but he also made the analysis that even though in this restaurant you will have to eat before you pay, it's the opposite for life. For life, you need to pay before you enjoy the food. You know what? You will have to go to school, pay. You have to do all that you need to do, start from elementary school all the way to college if you want to go to college. You need to even get employment before you can start working and be paid. So unlike the restaurant that you eat before you pay, with life, you need to live this life, go through the process, pay all that you need to pay, the prices you need to pay before you enjoy what you want to enjoy. And that gives us or bring us back to the importance of setting goals. So that is how he started his book, and it really captured my attention. You know, life offers a lot of choices, places you want to go and live, things you want to do, jobs you want to do, different careers, professions, different businesses. There are a lot of choices. And it's just the same as the cafeteria. But you need to plan for this to know which one you want and what you want to do in your life. And that is why I love this book. I love it so much. And he gave us 2 lessons, and I want us to talk about it. As we are going ahead, I want to say hello to those that have joined us. Sister Rosemond, it's always a pleasure to have you on our show, Destiny Shapers. And we also thank you, Mr. Henry Noy. We can see you. Thank you, Sister Rosemond. Thank you. My son. Yeah, my connection is fine now. Thank you. Thank you, Sister Cave. God bless you all for joining. I have some people on YouTube and others on Facebook. So I welcome you all to today's show. Life is like a cafeteria. Life is like a restaurant. You need to plan ahead of time so that when it's time for you to make your order or place your order, you know what you want. So that you don't take something that you don't want and you go home and you are like, why did I buy this food? Plan ahead of time. You have so many choices. Which one do you want? That is why we've been talking about knowing your purpose. And once you know your purpose, you can't just live anyhow. You need to plan for it. You know, like this show, when I knew I had to start doing this show, I kept procrastinating, and it got to a point I knew I had to plan and do it. And that is what I did. I started doing it weekly, and then I realized that my schedule doesn't help me to come weekly. And then I realized I have to do it bi-weekly, and I plan for it. So I have to make sure I'm ready for it. And when it's time, I'm right here with you guys. So life is like a cafeteria. You need to plan your life. You need to set goals. Goals are so important. You've got to have goals. Let's look at the farmer. Ziglar also used the farmer as an example. The farmer doesn't just get up, sow anything, and come out with it and sell for us. He decides which crops would be good for his soil and even for where he is, his country. will people like that type of product? So the farmer decides what he wants to grow. And after he puts the seed in the soil, the farmer has to take care of the seed. Water the seed if the place is side that there's no rainfall. He needs to make provision for that. He needs to nourish the seed. He needs to make sure insects are not bothering the seeds as the plants are growing. He takes care of the insect as well. And even when it's time to harvest, not talking about weeding, you know, I come from the village. I did a lot of weeding and sowing and all that. When even there is time for you to harvest the crops, it's also a big thing to do. You may have to get people to help you get the product, carry them to the house, to the market, and then you sell it before you get paid. Life is like farming. You need to put some work in it before you enjoy the benefit. So, what are your goals? Have you set goals for your life? Because life is just like that. Interestingly, everything we do, we try to do some goals here and there, but when it comes to our personal lives, we think it's just automatic. And that is why we are not getting a lot from life. We are not getting the most out of life. And that is why Ziglar said goals, how to get the most out of your life. To be able to get the most out of your life, you need to set goals. Even before the beginning of the year, you should know what you really want to do in the year. And before you start the year, you have to make sure you are ready to go with the things you want to achieve for the year. So life is like farming. Life is like restaurants. Sorry, I'm trying to get my banners ready. Okay, so thank you all for joining me again. Ziglar said something. He said, having goals will help you become a meaningful, specific, meaningful, specific than wandering generality. Wandering generality, everything is okay for you. Whatever comes, you do. You are just doing it anyway, anyhow. There is no specific plan for your life. You just get up and go, get up and go. Life is in default. Things decide for you. When it rains, you are there. When it's sunshine, you are there. When you hear a party here, you are there. When you hear a party there, you are there. There is no plan. And that is being a wandering generality. So because you don't have any plan in place, anything goes for you. So you don't even know whether you did something good or not. If you set goals, you become meaningful, specific. Let's say you decide, like Mama Dorcas says she wants to write her book. Mama Dorcas has to give herself specific time and say, I want to write my book by the end, or I want to publish my book by December 2021. It's possible. And then what do? Tell yourself, every month, this is how much I'm going to put in to make sure I'm getting this book published. You also ask yourself every week, every day, how much time, how much minute do I need to put in? I remember talking to Sister Rosamond Sapon Owen, the author of Apples in the Sea. She told me something that stuck with me. She said every day she has specific amount of time that she uses to write her book. Every time, every day, she has specific time. If it's 30 minutes or 1 hour, she makes sure she sits down at a quiet place where nobody is there bothering her, and she's writing. So you know how we say little drops of water make a mighty ocean? That is it. So we need to make that effort, have a plan in place so that we are ready to go. So you need to put in the maximum effort, and that is what Ziglar said. Having goals for your life helps you to grow. You experience personal growth. And he uses something that really captured my attention too. This man is so powerful. He used the story of a couple. You know, the wife told the husband to go and purchase ham meat, you know. So when the husband came back, the wife was like, oh, why didn't you let them cut the end of the ham? The husband said, I didn't know. And then the wife said, I thought you knew. We always have to cut the end of the ham every time we purchase. So the husband is like, but why do we have to do it? We always do it, fine, but why do we have to do it? Then the wife said, my mom always did that. My mom always cut the end of the ham when she bought it. So the husband is like, but why did your mom cut it? The wife didn't know. So she's like, ask your mom. So the wife went to mom, Mama, why do you cut the end of the ham when you buy it? Mom said, I don't know. Grandma, my mother always cut it. So it went all the way to the grandmother. And grandmother said, because my roaster was too small to fit a full ham. You see, grandma had a purpose for doing that, but the rest were just capturing it and doing it. It's like you see somebody do something and you just do it. Today you see somebody selling water, it's helping. People are buying, oh, I want to sell water. Another day you see people making buffroot, puff Ghana. And you say, oh, people are buying puff. Maybe I also have to do puff. So everything you see people doing, you just jump on and do it. But everybody has a reason for doing something. What is your reason? What is your purpose? And if you know, how are you approaching it? What are you doing to make sure you achieve that purpose? Goals are very important. So today I'm here to challenge each and every one of us to start writing our goals. We need to always make the effort to sit down and put in some time to plan the goal before we even start, working towards it. If you don't know why you are doing something, it's the best way to find out. If you don't know how to do something, it's the best way to find out sooner than later. So if you don't know why you are doing what you are doing, it's time to sit down and ask yourself, why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? And what should I do to make it fulfilling for me? But this is why people don't do what they do. This is why people don't set goals for themselves, because it's somehow challenging. According to Ziglar, many people don't set goals because they think it's not achievable. They cannot do what they have to do. But setting goals, as I said, will help you to focus your life, will help you to have a fulfilling life. I'm not sure if I lost you again. My connection seems to be going back and forth. So why don't people set goals? Or why don't people have goals? Why don't people have goals? Let's see. I seem to be okay. Why don't people have goals? Why don't people have goals? Okay, so I think I lost you for some seconds, but I'm back. 97 people, according to research, don't have goals. 97. So if you take 100 people in the world, or if you take 100 people in your church, or in your community, or in your family, 97 out of them don't set goals. You will get only 3 people who will set goals. Why? And when we talk of goals, we are not just saying, you just imagine in your mind that I want to do this, that. No. You should have a clearly defined goals written down, ready to go with. That is what we're talking about. So don't say, oh, I have goals. I have, when you haven't written them down. The Bible says, write down the vision and make it plain so that whoever is running will see what you are doing, and it will even guide your life. Thank you, Miss Prissy. I love to see you always, my accountability partner. God bless you. So Ziglar came out with 4 reasons why people don't set goals. And it's interesting. And I know you will know that this is me and this is you. So the first one is fear. We have fear, poor self-image, no buy-in, and don't know how. So let's take them one by one and see where we are and what we can do. So the first one is that fear. A lot of people don't set goals because they are afraid. They are afraid of what will come out of it. They are not sure whether this will work or not. So fear keeps out of people from setting goals. It keeps them away from setting goals. And when we say fear, F is false, E is evidence, A is appearing, and R is real. So fear means false evidence appearing real. That is what Ziglar says, or how he explains it. So when you take the average 18-year-old, that person has heard the word no about 148,000 times. No, you can't do it. No, you are not able. You are not capable. Hey, you come from the village. Hey, you can't do it. You don't have a good qualification. So you have heard no about 148,000 times. And 77% of our self-talk is also negative. And he goes ahead to say that more than 90% of what gets into our mind daily is also negative. So because many people hear so much no and negativity, it gives them some fear. So they buy into that and think they are not capable. So it makes them feel timid that I cannot do this. So if it appears real as a practical matter, then the impact will also become what? Real to you. So fear is huge. Fear is huge. Is fear keeping you away from your dreams? Can I hear you? I know there are some of you here. I know a lot of you are doing one thing or the other. Let us know. Is fear taking you away from your dream and your purpose? Some of us too, I know you are doing awesome. That tells me you've overcome the fear. But do you still have to deal with fear daily? Sister Kiveta, I am looking at you. I am watching you. Very soon, we will be talking on this channel as well, Sister Kiveta. And Prissy, get ready with your power smile. So is fear taking you away from your dream? Ask yourself, and what are you doing to overcome that fear? False evidence appearing to be real. Haha. So if you are able to overcome this fear in your mind, my God, there is nothing you cannot do. Fear of rejection, fear of failure, fear of non-achievement. What is your fear? What is your fear? Can somebody tell me the fear? Fear, poor self-image. Mama Doka said that. Okay, Sister Roseman, yes. Yes. Fear. Is fear keeping you away from your dream? Is fear keeping you away from your purpose? You are afraid that you will fail, so you won't start at all? Hey, you need to start. You need to get something started. Once you start, it will amaze you how God will surprise you. God will position some people in your way to support you. You see how you are all here supporting Sheila? That timid girl, that girl from Bremen Kontanase. Oh my goodness. but you have all been positioned as my destiny helpers to help me, support me in this journey. So what do you want to do that fear is keeping you away from? Maybe today is the day you go back and you are like, I am conquering this fear. No more fear, no more defeat. Let's conquer. So Ziglar used this illustration of a bank robber. He said you can go to any bank in the world with a handkerchief in your hand to rob a bank. How? You pretend you are holding what? You cover your face with a handkerchief and you put your hand in your pocket and pretend you are bringing out a gun. Go in front of the bank teller and say, open that drawer and give me all your money. Hey, the bank teller or the cashier will give you all the money because she is seeing a false evidence that is appearing to be real. Because your hand is in your pocket trying to pull that gun. She'll bring everything out. And you say, oh, I succeeded. The only thing is that on your way out, they may call the police and you'll be arrested. But hey, you still got what you wanted. You used fear to get that money. So don't let any fear hold you back. Don't let fear hold you back. He also used another example. I think this one happened. A Cuban who was on an airplane traveling. The airplane had a focus. They were going to one place, but this guy had a bar of soap. He put it in a box and went to the captain and said, I have a bomb. Take me to Cuba. So he pretended he was having a bomb, but all he had was soap, bar soap, like key soap. And the captain thought he had a bomb. So they had to redirect the plane to Cuba. But every time it happened, you'll be arrested anyway. But he used that falsehood, the false evidence, to get what he wanted. So fear is false evidence that is appearing real to us. You are scared that you will fail, so you don't want to start at all. Even if you fail, so what? Do you know how many times people who succeeded failed? The person that did the bulb, made the bulb or invented the bulb, let's make our research. He failed over and over and over again, but he kept going till he got it right. And most of these people we see, the champions we see in our world, and we are scared, we become timid, and we think we don't measure up to them. They all failed when they started. They all murmured when they started. They mattered, they made the mistakes here and there, but they kept moving. You want to write that book? Ask Sister Rosemont. You think she got it easy? Ask Sister Kiveta when she's making those yummy cakes. You think the first time she did it became right, she makes everything right? Mistakes are part of life. So don't let mistake hold you back. Don't let anything of fear hold you back from your dreams. Sister Prissy, Power Smile. She will tell you it's not easy. Life has a lot of challenges to offer us. But so what? We have to keep going. But what will help you to get going is the goal. It gives you that direction you need. So fear keeps many people from setting goals. Failure, fear of rejection, and fear of challenges in life. But let's overcome it and get going. There's so much we have to do. A lot of people's destinies are tied to us. If only we can overcome the fear, the little fears, and get ourselves out there to do what we've been asked to do, a lot of people will be blessed. So no more fear. Let's conquer that fear. The second thing is poor self-image. Poor self-image is also holding a lot of us back. So some people can't even do what they want. They can't think that they can earn a college degree. Some people think they can't even write that book. They can't do that business. They are looking at their income, or they are looking at where they come from, and they think, I can do that. Self-image, poor self-image. So we perform according to that image we have planted in our minds. Because of the no we heard so many times, it has gripped us, made us timid, so we cannot come out of our shells. But let us break that shell and come up. Let us rise up to our purpose. Ziglar told a story about one man called Tom Hartman. This man walked into one of his seminars, and you know what? He weighed 400 pounds. 400 pounds with 63 plus inches waistline, at his waistline. So you can see how big or fat he was. And he was coming out of a devastating divorce. And he was working for a friend. He couldn't even get employment. So his friend had employed him. So you can see the self-image this man had for himself. And he sat in this seminar. And Ziglar was talking and trying to tell people to go after their dream. He said, God loves you and wants the best for you. And this man is like, oh, this is one of those crooks. What is he talking about? And Ziglar kept going. You were designed for accomplishment, engineered for success, and endowed with the seeds of greatness. And this man was like, this can be true for me. But initially, he was looking for a way to get up and just go. You know what? He did not even buy the ticket. His brother or friend had bought extra, and he had it and came. So he was like, I don't know what this man is talking about. Let me get up and go. But when Ziglar hit that, you are designed for accomplishment, engineered for success, endowed with the seeds of greatness. He said, this could be me. It could be partially true for me. And if you read the book, he talked about how he got up so empowered, so inspired, and he decided to turn his life around. Goals. He decided to turn his life around. And after 10 years, he wrote to Ziglar and told him how that message changed his life. And he was now weighing 200 pounds, from 400 to 200. But you know when he started thinking of making that change, he went to a store and bought a particular size of coat, which was like size 47. He bought a size 47, and the guy was looking at him, was like, you are 400, you are too fat, this is too small for you. But he didn't pay attention. You know what? There will always be people who will try to dissuade you, but don't pay attention. Have a goal. Once you have a goal, my brother, my sister, you are ready to go. It will push you to your purpose. It will push you to your dreams. So this man became what he wanted to be. In 10 years, he had his own business. He was a Sunday school teacher, and he was making impact in his world and his community. Goals are important. I'm here to challenge you to have a goal. What are your plans? What do you want to do in life? Set that goal. Sit down and set some goals. Sit down and have some goals written down. So fear can take people from setting goals because they are afraid they will not succeed. Poor self-image. We buy into the lies. You can go back and listen to my video on limiting self-belief. We buy into the lies and we get stuck and we don't want to move. The third thing Ziglar talked about is no buy-in. People don't set goals for themselves. 97 people. It's because nobody has sold the importance of goal setting onto them. This is why this is important. This is why Destiny Shapers with Sheila Norrie is so zealous about talking about goals and purpose, because I want you to have the fullest you can achieve in your life and for your life, because there's so much in you that you can achieve. if you can just take time, set goals. That 2021, I want to do this. 2022, I will do this. 2023, I will do. By the age of 60, I want to become this, that, or that. That is beautiful. Sister Kiveta, okay, I am looking at you. We will talk, my sister. We will talk. What I'm doing now is walking into my audience, my destiny shapers, and we are talking, and I'm bringing people to the show to tell us about their experiences. What are they doing right now? Where are they coming from? How did they get there? What are some lessons we can learn from you? So please get ready. I will be calling on you guys one at a time. So setting goals will help you. That is why Ziglar said he wrote his book, because he wanted people to know the importance of setting goals. Because if you don't have a goal, you are like a boat on the ocean without any captain. The boat will just be roaming about, generality. You'll be going anywhere. No control. Is that what we want for our lives? I don't think so. So our self-talk should be positive. Our self-talk, we should start saying, I can do all things. I am capable. I am beautiful. I am handsome. God created me for a purpose, and I'm here to achieve them. We can do whatever we want to do. If only we can pay attention to our goals, sit down and set some goals for ourselves. Mama Dorcas, for someone with low self-image, please, where's that matter at the point? Okay, thank you, Mama Doc. I get what you are saying. All right. So you must have goals. You must have goals. And we don't set goals just for businesses or for companies or for nations, but you as an individual, you need to set goals. It's huge. You need to set goals. You need to plan for your life. In school, as a teacher, every week we set goals. We make a plan, lesson plan of what we are going to teach. So why can't I do the same for myself? Why can't I do the same for my finances, the way I spend my money? Why can't I do the same for my marriage, how I want my marriage to go to look like? Why can't I set goals for my children? Why can't I set goals for everything I do? Goals is important. Why have we left that and we are just living anyhow in life? Every person we have seen succeeding, they have goals. The secret is goal setting. The secret is goal setting. And this is the time we need to pay attention and start setting goals. So I am telling you the importance. Goals will give you a direction for life. It gives you a direction. You know that this is where I want to go. Today I could have turned on the video, turned on my computer or my TV, or turn on something, and I could be watching games the whole day. I could be watching movies, Nigerian movie, African movie, or American movies for the whole day if I don't know what I have to do. But because I've set a goal that 1 o'clock I have to come on and have this Destiny Nugget chat, I stop everything, I plan for it, and then when it's time, I come on. Goals are important. It gives you purpose and direction. It gives you that direction, and that direction creates motivation for you. Some people say, I don't have time. Time, everybody has 24 hours. Everybody has 24 hours. But if you can sit down and plan, that 24 hours will become meaningful for you. Thank you, sister. He said, can certain circumstances prevent you from setting goals? Sister Kivetas, certain circumstances will always be there. Circumstances, every time there will be one circumstance or the other. If we can first have time to know what we want and set some goals, that in April, in May, I want to achieve this. I want to do this. Put that on paper. You have already set your goal. So your next agenda is to see how you can go about it and achieve that goal. I have set a very hudious, as Ghanaians will say, hudious, a very giant goal for myself. I have written it down with my coach. The next thing I had to do, and I knew I had to do, was to get more information about that thing. It looks like I'm going off again. So I have purchased some program to educate myself more. You see what I mean? So you have to sit down, and if you don't know how to set goals, that's the next one I'm going to talk about. So if I want to do this or that, and I don't know how to go about it, the next thing is that I need to ask, I need to get a coach, I need to read some books, I need to listen to some tapes, some videos. I need to train myself to get what I need to get, the knowledge I need to get to be able to set that goal or to be able to do what I want to do. So, Sister Kiveta, I'm not sure if that answered the question. Come again if I haven't answered it well. Yes, I keep my internet. I don't know. These days, my internet is getting slower and slower. So sorry about the internet. Am I back? I hope I'm back. Sorry, my internet is really messing up. Sorry. Sister Kiveta, yes, that's why when goals are set, you will surely come back to it. You will never get lost. Thank you, Mama Dorcas. Yes. So the first thing is to sit down and write that goal. But if you don't know how, that is the fourth point. The fourth point is that people don't set goals. 97% of the people don't set goals before because they don't know how. It's not because they are bad people. It's not because they are lazy, but it's because they don't know how. So we go to school to learn a lot of things. So why don't we have to seek some help to learn about goal setting as well? That is why Michelle, you see, my student call me Michelle. That is why I love what I do. Contact me, DM me. I have a very simple program, 6 sessions. You will know how to write goals. I will help you to set goals for yourself. I will give you the tools, the materials you need to set those goals. And it's flexible. It's at your own time. So we just decide what is your best time. We meet, we do a little here every time. So you go through the 6 sessions, and I'll be an accountability partner as well to you to make sure you are doing what you want to do. So that is it. So the fourth point, thank you, Mr. Noy, don't know how. People don't set goals because they don't know how to set goals. Thank you, Sister Kiveta. So people don't set goals because they don't know how to set goals. And Ziglar says there are 2 things. He said 2 news. One is bad news, which I still know is good news. And the other one is good news. The bad news is that it takes a lot of time to set goals. See how I said you will need 6 sessions? That's 6 sessions. We can have 290 90-minute sessions and then 4 60-minute sessions. So you need to get some time. You need to sacrifice some time to sit down, to write your goals, to think and process, to get some goals done. And because of this, people think, I don't think I have time. I don't have time. But if you can just sacrifice some time, maybe Saturdays, 60 minutes, 90 minutes, sit down. Let's do some processing. Use the tools I have to guide you to come out with some specific goal. You will be done. And you know the good news, once you do that, you save about 3 to 10 hours of your time every week. You save it for your life. Once you sacrifice that time, about 30 minutes, 10 to 30 minutes of your entire life for the year to set goals, you are done. You spend that time, and you save 3 to 10 hours weekly for your life for forever. Is that not good news? That is the good news. And the other good news is that once you set goal, you do one goal, it becomes an asset for you. So forever, you know how to set goals. So let's say you want to set goal for a business or for education or for something you want to do, and you use the materials to set the goal. It becomes an asset. Now, anything you want to do, it becomes like, oh, I know what to do now. Go get your material, go get your document, and then go through the process and set the goals. So goal setting is very important. Goal setting is very important. And he ended the chapter 1 with this that really captured me: activity and accomplishment. Many of us, we get up because we don't have a goal. We get up and we are off. We do all that we do. We come back, we are so tired, and we sleep. And we know we have that book to read. We know we have this book to write. We know we have this business to plan. We have this money to save. But every time they call out, we take the money, we send MoneyGram, Western Union, because you don't have a goal, you don't have a plan. So the wind blows and we are just flowing with it. Goal setting is important. Goal setting is important. So activity and or accomplishment. When you don't have a goal, it will be like an activity. You get up and you are just running and going. If you have a goal, it will be accomplishment. You have a direction, so you will do exactly what you want to do. Even if things are trying to pull you back and forth, you still like, oh, okay, I still have to do this. So you do something, let's come back to that goal, because it's a plan you have in front of you. So goal setting is very important for your life, for your marriage, for your business, for your finances, marriage, child bringing, everything about life. Even food, your body. Hey, how we take care of this body. My goodness. Everything is about goal. You see how this man dropped 200 pounds to get to where he needed to be according to his height and structure. Goals. Goals. Countries. Some countries have been so good at setting goals, and he ended with that. He used Japan as an example. And if Japan set goals and was able to get through and accomplish those goals, we can do the same. Because you know what? Success copies success. If you want to be successful, you look at what somebody is doing and is succeeding, and then you copy the plan, the strategy. That is how people get success or become successful. Mama Dorcas said something I'm trying to get. We do well to set it, but our biggest problem is following it to the end. Sometimes Mama Dorcas, that is true, but 97% of the people don't even set the goals. We may have it in our mind, but we don't have it on paper. So that is not complete goal setting. And the second point is also important: how to get through it. And we can look at that another time. Sister Liz, God bless you for coming. Thank you for coming. So he used Japan in 1950. You know, Japan was a war-torn zone. They were so devastated, a lot of destruction. They lost a lot of young men to war. They didn't have real natural resources. But Japan, the leadership of Japan gathered all the gurus, the businessmen, the big people in the country. They came together and said, what can we do? And they made a plan. So in 1950, they wanted to become the number one producer of textiles. We're talking about goals. They were able to accomplish that. So in the 50s, Japan became the number one producer of textiles. And then 1960, they set another goal to become the #1 producer of steel. That was also accomplished. 1970, they wanted to be the #1 producer of automobiles. They achieved that. 1980, #1 producer of electronics and computers. They achieved that. Goals work. Goals work. And we need to start setting goals for our lives, for our individual lives, for our families, for businesses, and the nations. What are we doing about it? Take up the challenge today. So when we have our goals firmly in place, it will make us strong. We will be free, and it will help us to accomplish a lot. Goals absolutely work. So let's choose between activity and accomplishment. Without goals, it will just be an activity or activities. If you have goals, you will have accomplishment, because your goals will give you direction. It will give you energy, motivation to get up with a purpose and know that this is what I want to achieve today. And you'll be able to achieve that. So thank you all for joining me. I hope you have taken 1 or 2 notes to carry along. And don't forget, Destiny Shapers is here to help. You can sign up for our Destiny Shapers Academy, where we have a coaching program. We have Achieving Life Goals. Achieving Life Goals. It's a 6 sessions program where you sign up. I've made it flexible, so we agree on what time you want to start. I will sign you up, and we can decide if it's weekdays, certain day we agree. If it's weekend, we'll agree, and then we can come together individually or as a group. I'm open to all. So let me know, DM me. I will share the link to the program as well, Achieving Life Goals. And you can click on it. You will go and read the offer. If you want it, contact me and we take it from there. Goals work. Don't live your life anyhow. Set goals that will help you achieve them. God bless you, Pastor Abel. I always appreciate your support. Listen to this. This is how he ended it. He said, too many Americans spend more time planning for their wedding than spending time to plan for their marriage. Is it true for all of us? And they also said, too many people spend more time planning how to get a work or a job than spending time on how to be more productive on the work and to be more successful. And J.C. Penney also says, give me someone with a goal, and I'll give you someone who will make history. Give me someone with a goal, and I'll give you someone who will make history. But give me someone without a goal, and I will give you a stock clerk. That is something we want to think about. We are Destiny Shapers. Our goal is to encourage you, empower you to go after your dreams, your purpose, and will provide you with tools to be able to plan and achieve your goals. We are always ready to help you. And as I told you, I am working around and looking at our Destiny Shapers, and I'm bringing them one by one to come and share their stories so we can learn from them, and they will also learn from us. Thank you, Sister Rosamond. You were the first to come on, and thank you, Mama Dorcas. You came on last 2 weeks. We are still looking, like, God, my eyes are looking. I'm like, who can we learn from? And I will bring the person to come and share. Sister Liz, you should be ready as well. Pastor Abel, get ready. Mr. Henry Noy, get ready. All of our Destiny Shapers, my Accountability partner, Sister Prissy. Get ready. I'm looking at you as well. So don't let fear take you away from your dream. Don't let anything, poor self-image, take you away from your dream. Those who made it or those who became successful, they are just like us. The only thing that makes them different is that they went after their goals, their dreams, and they succeeded. Take that bold step this week, starting from today. Start writing your goals down. It can be as little as anything you want to do this week, starting from today. Write something down that by next week or by the end of April, I want to do this. I want to fix my room. I want to clean my room. It can be anything. Let's get some goals down. And DM me if you need support from Destiny Shapers. We are always here to help you. God bless all of us. I'll come your way another time, maybe in 2 weeks' time, to talk more about goals. You can also find this book on Amazon, or you can go to YouTube and get the audio version. God bless you all. For those who came on, I didn't see you to mention your names. I know you are there. Thank you for those who joined me on YouTube. Please subscribe to this channel and let's do this together and let's bless a lot of the people that are around us. Those of us who join on Facebook, God bless you as well. Share the videos, bless somebody. Until I come your way again next 2 weeks, I love you all. Bye.